Hello there, this is John Ruman, your life coach, helping you achieve the greatness you were born for. One of the things that gets in the way of us reaching this full potential, having enough energy and vitality. If you can get more of that, everything changes. So, I'm constantly investigating and exploring different technologies, whether medical, etc., to help me and to help those who I have the opportunity to work with explore and grow. So I have my hands on something called the Cozing WS11 today, and I'm going to walk you through how it works. But first, let me briefly tell you about the technology and why it is so cool. Here's what the box looks like. I'll unbox it with you in 1 second. It is going to do one big thing which helps a lot of people on the circulatory side. It's going to take blood that's very thick and make it normal. That's a very, very big deal. Blood that's fatty, a lot of people have a lot of fat in their blood, and it'll reduce the amount of fat in blood. And what this does is have just great impact on people's circulation and such, and heart health. So therefore, increased circulation, people actually will grow new capillaries because of it. Increased lymph system activity, which lymph system is like your body's garbage disposal, so it'll help that. It'll increase production of collagen. Collagen, if you don't know, on your skin is what makes children look youthful versus adults who may have just less young skin. It also helps joints and such, collagen does as well. ATP is increased, and ATP, if you don't know, is what your mitochondria use to create energy. This is the real powerhouse of your cell. The more ATP you have, the more energy, vitality that you can and just conquer the world. So if you don't feel like you have enough energy throughout the day, or you'd like to have more, do check this out. Last but not least, this does reduce inflammation, and it helps your body just to clean up cells. So when cells pass on, the body needs to clean them up so it can just be in maximum function. So they have done a lot of studies on this, so this is not something that just came up and like it's being tested now. When I looked it up, there's been over 1,000 studies, over 200 were double-blind studies, and in the double-blind studies, because those are just more rigorous than the other studies, over 90% efficiency or effectiveness was how powerful this technology is. So 90% effective. So it's not a drug, it's not a pill, it's a powerful light therapy that joins in with photons and that joins in with acupuncture points to maximize the benefit. So it's kind of a neat system. So let me show it to you. Oh, and last but not least, so I got this at Ishtara Center. Please get it from them because they're the only people in the world that can do this. But what they did is they use a quantum field technology, and they have many of them, but this one they call the Elixir of Life. It is designed to help you have more energy and vitality. And they've even said that it has helped people show reversal of age or the feeling of being old. In other words, people have felt younger. And I can personally testify that I've taken this, it's normally a drop form, and had much more vitality. So I'm a very, very strong proponent of what they do. I find it very powerful. But what they have done is they've integrated the energy into the actual lasers that are giving the treatment. So you're combining the Elixir of Life quantum field technology with a technology that's already been shown just from regular medical science as being effective. So this is really cool. So let me open up for you. You're gonna love this, by the way. Here's the manual. You've always wanted to read that. So this also has the ability to connect to your nasal passages. We're not going to do that today. I'm sure you'll be okay. But it has a couple caps there so you can clean it. It has a charger and the charge port. FYI, whenever you get something that's battery powered, before you really use it, you should fully charge it, as the battery will last a lot longer when you do so. So let me show it to you. So here's the front, and I'm going to turn it over. I'm actually going to turn it on, and then I'll explain it real quick, just so you can see it. Is it going? Hold on. Okay. I'll explain it real quick, but I want to show you the back. these points, these are different lasers, and they're intentionally done in the color structure they are, and then they align with a point here on your wrist called it's called the Nalgon point. Forgive me if I have that wrong, but let me walk you through how to use it real quick. So what you're going to do, put it on your wrist, and again you're going to line up the bottom of your wrist with this. Very straightforward. This is a very, very, very good band. I'm not worried about shaking off. So you hold it down to turn it on. And then there's two other buttons. There's a P button and a T button. You see this, it says power here at the bottom. If I hit the P button, it allows me to adjust the strength of the output of the photons. And then the T button does the time. So you can go as little as 15-minute treatments and as long as 30. A lot of the studies I've seen talk about 30-minute studies. And one thing I'd probably encourage is when you start with the low power setting, because a lot of these technologies have a lot of oomph. In other words, they're very, very, very powerful healing devices, which is great because you have it, it's yours, and you can get a lot done. But some people are very sensitive to them, and they can feel overwhelmed with this. So you just touch it, and now it's on, and I immediately feel in my hands. I do Qigong, and I feel Qi in my hands, but I want to show you again. These are on, and then it automatically powers off when it's done. And then but if you need to power it off, you just hold down the power button. But when each treatment is done, it powers down. One last thing, in about 2 weeks, I will do a follow-up review to let you know my feedback after using it. So again, this is the Cozing WS11. And you can get it at Ishtara Center in Chaguanas, especially so you can get the special Elixir of Life that they can program into it to kind of give it more oomph. So all the best. I'd love to hear any questions you have or feedback. Thank you guys so much. You've been amazing. Bye-bye.